Tom, and I have got a Round 2 model review for you.
So first up on Reliant is a quick look at the instructions. Really straightforward stuff, very easy assembly, then a painting and decal side on the back. And over here, the plastic. After looking at all these smaller kits, it's really nice to see a good size saucer again. Let me pull these out of the bags and we'll take a look. We'll check out the decals separately at the end. So I haven't gotten very far. I just unbagged this hull and I had to run to the net to check out some references. The original version of this model, the edge here was stepped down inverted wise, so it was furthest out up here and stepped down, and I think it was like 3 steps or so, just as these were up here. It was kind of a stepped architecture going on. Now, however, you can see the angle on the rim there is greatly reduced. It's not quite straight up, but nearly so. So I had to go and check my reference to see how accurate that was, and it looks like there is a slight bit more of a steep going on than is currently present here. If that's the case, that's a major repair you'd have to do, because you'd have to take a strip of styrene, run it all along the top, and then fill it in to get it right. I've seen that done on the old Romulan bird of prey. To have to do it on this would definitely be difficult, because then you'd have to feather it into this area as well. But that is so unsteep an angle as it's just got to be. I don't think that's correct. But let me get back to unpacking this, because it's still going to be a really nice kit to look at here. So I know that the major re-engineering that Round 2 did was to get rid of the steps on the lower hull over here and the steps or ridges that were all along here. I don't know if they moved these phaser banks in or out, or whatever those are supposed to be. I just had to go and check the Round 2 website again to see what the exact changes were to the kit. It says they removed the saucer ridges, as I mentioned, over here and up here. They changed the bridge apparently a little. And the other thing they mentioned is that they thickened the saucer up. So I don't know if that means they added height. Yeah, they probably did. This was a lot thinner last time. So all the other pieces should be the same. And while in the movie, the engines never light up, they theoretically should. So if you want to light these up, I believe there is an aftermarket grill for that, or if you got it, you can probably make an impression of it and make some kind of clear casting out of it of some form. But other than that, if I can get a hold of one of these older kits so I can do a side-by-side, I'll definitely bring this out again. Otherwise, it's definitely great to see this back in action, and with the added improvements, it's definitely pretty much a must-buy now for me. I've loved this design ever since it came out, and I'm looking forward to building this one. I've owned 3 over time, never built a single one of them yet, and I don't have any of them. This will be the 4th if I choose to keep it. Or, like everything else in the pile, this will be going off to a charity auction sometime later this year, 2012. So right out of the gate, you get a lot of paper in this package. With a heavy piece of cardboard to back it up, there's 4 big sheets of decals, each with its own tissue cover, and 1 massive fold-out of instructions. The other side is no less complex, or at least detailed. This is a massive amount of work that went into just doing this alone, is my bet. But having done the 1701 1/1000th scale kit, it looks pretty similar to the way the application went on that. And for comparison, here's the kit decals. We'll see if you add these to those or everything is complete here. Let's spread them out and take a look. And the answer is yes indeed. You do need the kit's decals if you want to do Reliant. Otherwise, you're building Saratoga. All the registration definitely looks spot on. Not really seeing any miscolorations or bad prints or anything like that. Looking at the reflection, all of the decals seem to have a nice even coat of decal glue sticky plastic stuff. At this distance, I'd say the decals definitely have a subtle look to them. Doing this in pearl paints would definitely have a much different effect, of course. Be an entirely huge time and effort as well. It's nice having these sensor bands. And there is some aftermarket stuff out there that will let you cut perfect holes all along certain areas of the ship for the windows. Otherwise, those are covered in black here with the decals. Lots and lots of little details everywhere. There you have it, one big pile of Star Trek plastic. The Cadet 1/2500th series of Enterprises, all 6 of them. The 1537 Reliant re-engineered for a much better look. Retooled 1701B, reviewed before, but this time got a side-by-side with the Excelsior. The Enterprise C, a model kit I have never owned in my life. It was good to see that one, all the differences, lots of good details on that. And then the former triple Adversary set split into 2 different boxes, the huge Romulan Warbird and the much smaller Klingon Bird of Prey and Ferengi Marauder. And that is it for this review, and as always you can look forward to seeing all these kits on eBay for a charity auction coming up later this year. Well, almost all of them. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. See ya.